It's just amazing what Redeemers is doing with all the families right now and really truly making an impact in our city. Hi, I'm Beth Linscheid. I've been attending Redeemers since June of 2019. I signed up to help deliver presents a couple weeks ago, and I was going through the list of families, and there was one in particular, and I had seen Grandma is in stage 4 renal failure and Grandpa has lung cancer. And so my dad, being a kidney transplant recipient, anything to do with kidneys or renal failure was very near and dear to our hearts. And so I had selected that family. All they wanted, in addition to the food and the other things that Redeemers had provided, was to have blankets and pillows was their request. So I'm like, I can do that. Got everything loaded up for that day. And when I got there, I said, oh, is this so-and-so's house? And they said, yes. And so I said, oh, I have some gifts for you from Redeemers Church. I started unloading gifts and they got so excited. And I was like, there's more? And I was like, yeah. And so they got so excited. And then about that time, another car had pulled up. It was a young couple that got out. And so I introduced myself. I was like, I'm Beth from Redeemers Church. We have some gifts for your grandma for Christmas. And I noticed they were both crying. And so I said, is everything okay? And they said, oh, our grandpa passed away this morning. I'm so sorry to hear that. And so I got everything unloaded, and the grandma came out and kind of explained a little bit of our history with dialysis and just tried to encourage her and tell her to stay strong. And they were just so appreciative. They didn't know they had been selected, and so I think it was a wonderful surprise for them. And I told them, I'm going to leave you my number because I know what it is to be a caretaker for someone on dialysis. I know how hard it can be, so let me leave you my number. And she just burst into tears again and just said, I will be praying for you. The church will be praying for you, or, anything that we can do to help, we will, definitely. And she had said that Christmas was Grandpa's favorite time of the year, and they didn't have a tree this year because he had been in hospice and they had been taking care of him. So they were going to buy a Christmas tree and presents for the kids, and that just warmed my heart. And I finally told her, please let me know if there's anything else I can do, that the church can do. Please reach out to us. So I drove away just kind of in amazement of God's faithfulness and just the way God uses difficult circumstances, and part of my history, even with being a caretaker and having a family member in dialysis. He used my story to help them in their greatest time of need. So that just warmed my heart, and it's just amazing what Redeemers is doing with all the families right now and really truly making an impact in our city.
Hey, I'm Pastor Nick from Redeemers Church. This has just been one of the dozens of stories that we have been hearing from our outreaches this year in 2020. It's been a tough year, but we have seen God move in mighty ways. We've been planting our Latino congregation, reaching out to our ag workers, increasing our nonprofit Serve Readly to reach so many different needs in this city. What I'm asking you as the year comes to an end here is that you consider supporting us. It's definitely been difficult, as well as for many of you, but we believe that we can do even greater things in 2021 as you consider and pray over how God would have you invest your resources for His kingdom. We ask that you consider your support for Redeemers Church as we have a radical vision for next year to reach our city in amazing ways with God's love and God's name. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.